grill or whatever you about to do.
Okay. Shit, I'll take him off. Trying to get the game up. What up, everybody?
What up? What up?
Oh, are they gonna do me like this? Hold on.
Sean, you be going to the movies?
Yeah, sometimes I don't go as much as I want to.
Did you see? You saw Sinners though, right?
No, not yet.
Damn.
So you don't give a damn about nothing then.
I do. I
really
just ain't had a chance to go, man. I really every time I get ready to
Nigga,
go,
it's June. That motherfucker came out in April.
Right. Jesus Christ, man. You missed out
ain't
on
never
ball
that busy.
culture.
I know you
Man,
ain't.
I know, man.
I still haven't seen it myself.
Y'all ain't never that busy not to see it.
But I ain't got a babysitter. If me and wifey go, we're gonna have to go at the drive-in. Leave the kid in the back.
So you might as well rent it now. It's on digital.
Yeah, shit,
I wanted to see it in the IMAX thing, like, you know.
Apparently you didn't, nigga.
I did not.
You ain't want to see shit. I was only asking because there's a bunch of stuff that's coming out. It seemed like now that COVID is officially not an excuse anymore, like it's a bunch of shit that's coming out. I don't know if like how often people actually go to the movies outside of us who, you know, review it on a weekly basis. Like on average, how often people
that's what I was gonna ask you.
You got the kid now, so you probably don't even do half the things you do.
Yeah, so before the kid, I would say we go to the movies at least like once or twice a month. After me and my wife haven't really been out the house like you know, as a couple. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's just crazy.
Mm-hmm. How often do you go, Nick?
Well, because I got the because the movies is expensive, especially up here. I feel like it's probably more expensive up here than it is in the South. Because it's damn near like for a matinee, it's like $20.
Shit, for a matinee?
For a matinee, it's like $20. And if you don't get a matinee, it's like about 22, something like that. So that's why I got that AMC subscription where it's like I pay about 25, 26 a month, and I can see 3 movies a week. No, it's 4 movies now. 4 movies a week. So basically it's like if I just see at least 2 movies a month, then it pays for itself. But so that's what I try to do. I try to see at least 2 movies a month. But some months it's hard because there's some shit I just don't give a fuck about seeing. But like lately it's been like, okay, especially like, but since April, there's been a lot of good, like interesting movies that I'll check out. So yeah, this last month, as far as May, I probably saw at least 3.
Is it far from where you live?
Yeah, it's about like well, I mean, it's about the same as a movie theater from Atlanta too now. So it's about like 25 minutes away. The closest.
See, I ain't got no excuse, man. Mine is.
What kind of theater is it? Is it
your shit down the street, Shelton?
It's AMC. It's nice. Yeah, mine is really literally down the street, people. And it was one point when I had the membership, I was going. At that point, I was using it. I had they had like the tub of popcorn, like you could refillable popcorn box.
Yeah,
I had that. I had the whole thing. I was going regular, like because I wasn't doing nothing else during the day at the time. Wasn't doing nothing but going to at the time. This is then. But I was going to the gym every day. That's all I was doing was going to the gym and going to the movies. Going to the gym, going to the movies. That was all I did during the daytime. So, yeah.
What gym you go to? LA Fitness?
I was going. This is funny, true story, but I was going to Planet Fitness at the time. I got LA Fitness now, but at the time I was going to Planet Fitness, and I was trying to get back in shape because I had gotten. Make sure y'all get y'all's blood pressure checked at all time. My blood pressure was running high, so I was at Planet Fitness, and I was trying to get. I used to be in excellent shape, but I was trying to get back. So I was working out with the old people at Planet Fitness. So them old people was kicking my butt because they was in there doing them exercises. I could not keep up.
Boy, them old folks, they be in the gym for real. Like they, especially if it in the daytime. If you see old folks in the gym at the daytime, they in there damn near every day.
It was the same people.
What neighborhood? What neighborhood?
In Conyers.
Conyers. Okay.
Yeah.
I was gonna say if you go to because when I was the last place I lived was in Latonia off of Panola Road.
Yeah.
And they've been reworking you as you've been down there. Been there. They've been changing up that whole area for a minute. And they had a Planet Fitness there. Bro, Shelton, the biddies that be there, bro, alone will get you in the gym. Yeah. Nonetheless, though, exactly it's the best time to go. The best time to go to the gym is always, to me, is like between like 8 a.m. to like 3 p.m. After that, it gets nuts. Because it gets nuts. It gets super crowded after that time.
Yeah, normally right after work like that, because I used to hit it about 5:30 most days after that. But yeah, it'd be packed. But it was motivational packed at that, so that was always good. That was always good. You can hear that?
Yeah. Yeah, funny as hell. Yeah, I always like matinee time and in general.
Yep.
For running during the week or running errands is the best. That's because I'm used to living in Atlanta. Like that schedule of like traffic, I was trying to beat. Anytime after 2 p.m. is like it's nuts to be out on the road.
Man,
but up here everything's compact, so they it don't really take you much to get anywhere.
Yeah. And what's the main mode of transportation where you are?
You still drive like that, but it's just weird. It depends because a lot of people live in Connecticut, but they work in New York. Some people, so they just take the train, and because the train station, there's like a couple train stations that's all around. There's train stations all around, so you can get in and out the city. And that's not necessarily having to drive, but it's still like a suburban area outside. I live downtown though, but
okay.
But you get to the suburbs in like 10 minutes by car, so. Most people still have a car and all that, but like you don't necessarily need it depending on where you're at because everything's like in a 2-block radius and stuff like that. It's very East Coast,
bro. There's no way on earth, and I'm a great driver, but there's no way on earth I could drive in New York.
Oh yeah, New York driving is nuts.
Goodness gracious,
New York driving is nuts because it's organized chaos. Like
yes, that's the best way to describe it. You described it perfectly. Organized chaos. But I was the only kind of driving that's worse than that I've physically like seen and like been in is when I was in Uganda for my family reunion. And because Africa is basically the origins of all nigga shit. So imagine it's dirt roads in a city. And there's no dividing lines. There's no nothing. It's just traffic. It's just traffic, and everybody. It seemed like it's gonna be an accident every 2 seconds, but like everybody kind of knows how to navigate. That's the only way that I could describe like the closest thing to New York traffic is like that's worse. Yes,
but New York traffic is.
I was gonna say, speaking of nigga shit, what up, Lou?
What up, he always coming on screen like he just lit an incense. We know what you doing, nigga. That's why your ass be sleepy. I told you.
Like he Lou Badu.
Yeah, I told you to switch to sativa, nigga. Your goofy
ass. You prefer sativa, Nick?
I have nothing to say to that.
Because I have no issue going to sleep. I like being. I be having things to do. Once I do indica, bro, it's like that's a wrap. It's your day.
I love indica. I prefer indica.
That's because you a daddy. you want to go to sleep. You tired.
Nah, you know what though? Like my issue is going to sleep, but like once I'm asleep, it's a wrap. But I just like the way indica make me feel versus sativa though.
I know I love sativa.
Sativa make you feel anxious sometimes.
Nah, not for me. I just be on the move, but I still like that head high.
You're still a young guy, Nick.
I ain't much younger, much longer, boy. I'm getting up there.
You ain't got no
shit. You been on? How long you been on Dead End Sports now?
I want to say since since I moved out there. It was like 2018. Like
so 7 years, almost a decade, nigga.
Yeah, I thought you got on Dead End Sports the same time I did.
It was a little bit before you.
The only reason I thought it was the same time because I thought we both were guests on the Kobe show.
We were. Yeah, I didn't know if I was a regular by then because I know that was when Rod came on. That was one time that Rod ever came on that I was there because he was a Kobe fan. But I started recording it at y'all studio in like July of 2018, I think. And then I think I talked to Ken and a few other people, and they invited me and Swaff. Me and Marcus was on there as a guest, and I just kept on coming on after that. Yeah, I don't know. Lou, when did you start?
It was the football season 3 years ago. Because I told Ken that I wanted to be on during football season.
Okay, of course.
And like I had been a guest before.
Yeah,
but I told Ken that I expressed interest in like when y'all do football season, I'm willing. I want to, come talk with y'all throughout the football season, and then from there it was just like, all right, I like this. It's fun. It's cool. Everybody good.
Mm-hmm.
Sheldon said this before. This one of the few things where we don't really ever have any issues outside of our sports debates.
Yeah,
and I think that's what makes this so great. Like no one has any animosity or like, oh, like man, he's weird, anything like that. Like I think we all get along well enough to where this comes through as a broadcast. It's like, okay, they really like or fuck with each other. I think
that's
one
crazy.
of the best things about this broadcast.
Yeah, because the way we talk to each other, that's the only reason.
Yeah, right. Like a lot of people can't talk to each other like we talk to each other.
They take it home.
100%.
They'll take, and that stuff, man, that's crazy because, like I said, I've been a part of several different entities.
Everybody can't do that.
No, and it don't ever work that smooth. It's rarely where it's like, I mean, of course you have issues, but it's not real issues compared to some of the other things. Like,
part of it is that we all played sports. So like in the locker room,
team thing,
shit, can get a little left, but it ain't a good locker room doesn't get all the way left. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I was gonna say two things. One, I was like, we also have like our own unique individual relationships with each other too. So that helps as far as like chemistry. But I was also gonna say this, and even though it's not truly fact, but I was like, we also because we men too, like there's a certain level, like if y'all want to take it there, it's like, all right, we know where it could go, but like it ain't never that deep because we talk about sports, like we ain't talking about nothing else.
And it ain't never like no jealousy, animosity, anybody worry about like, and that happens on a lot of situations, man. A lot of
that's because they don't know each other. That's what I'm saying. Most of that shit is just like we just putting two people who we think can work together.
Yeah.
That's why I like shit.
It happened with Michelle Beadle and Stephen A. Smith today when she was like,
really? Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah.
Michelle Beadle was like, she don't fuck. He took whatever spot that she had. Yeah, he took her job essentially. And she was like, she don't fuck with him. She think he's selfish.
Oh, that's
Michelle.
not
I mean, Michelle Beat also said nigga on the air, so at this point it kind of balances out. She did.
I heard it, Lou.
Stop.
You didn't hear it.
I heard it, man.
You did not say
that.
Caruso.
Damn, she said sorry immediately, but she still said it. She laughed about it.
It was a mistake.
Say it with your chest.
Oh, not a mistake.
It was a mistake.
I ain't never heard that before.
Nah.
Okay,
it take a lot for me to have it take a lot for me to have sympathy for white women, bro. Especially when a black person take their job. Like I'm like, all right, that's reparations at that point. Nigga.
There you go.
That's funny.
You lost that job at 8 more.
Are y'all expecting this where it is? 10 points down?
I thought it would be a little bit closer.
I didn't. I'm surprised. Like it's
like Pacers getting nothing
because they don't play defense. They only play offense.
I thought that the first game, somebody said it. One of y'all said that this first game, Indiana may be able to steal it. And
that was me.
That was you.
That's always the case for any series. It's the first game, the road team.
They come out, a little bit more focused and with something to prove. And I still think they have a chance. They're not. I mean, it's a 10-point game, but we've seen Indiana come back for more. So I'm not going to just count them out like that. And they've had a ton of turnovers this first half. If they
a lot. I just saw 3.
Nah, yeah, they start off the game. They start off the game like with more turnovers than field goals.
SGA shooting bricks.
Yeah, so I think that they still can, they still got a shot. They just got to quit turning the ball. They turned over again. As I say that, I think they got 18 turnovers now, something crazy like that.
Well, remember they were down to the Knicks.
Don't do that, Ken.
I'm sorry.
You always trying to bring it. Y'all always trying to bring us shit, nigga. We on a whole different series.
But it looked like that game was a wrap, and Nesmith caught fire.
Yeah,
that's the game that got Thibs fired.
It really is.
Yeah, because it was like if you don't win this series, then we're gonna have to let your ass go. Because how you lose that game when you was up by 10 with 50 seconds left?
Oh, here they go.
Damn near by 10.
Another turnover. Am I behind you, Ken?
Yeah.
I'm 52-43.
Yeah, I'm behind you.
I'm one. I'm the same as Ken.
I'm on Knicks game 6.
Shell, you running the Wi-Fi off that microphone. That shit ain't gonna work.
Wi-Fi off the microphone.
Oh man.
Yeah, it's a minute. It's a minute left for me.
Both these teams guards off the bench. I really like TJ and I like Caruso for what they bring to both these teams.
I could give a damn about either one.
It's the white boys off the bench.
Yeah, boy.
Right. There should be a parlay on that somewhere.
What's up, Shay?
Hey, Shay be hooping.
He do.
That 3 was big right there.
All right, Lou, nigga, we all on different times. Nigga, just say your commentary for halftime. Shit.
Damn, nigga, I didn't know you was on. What is it? Vismo? What's Vismo?
Oh, that's just bad defense to leave him open like that, though.
Because to me right now, Indy's playing like Indy hasn't got this. They're getting like the ultimate taste of their own medicine. We a young, fast-paced team that play defense, or like that plays like aggressive, pesky defense. And Indy doesn't have a go-to scorer outside of Haliburton, and he ain't a go-to scorer naturally because y'all keep on saying he's just a point guard, pure point guard first and foremost, who can score. That don't help you in this series. Now, I'm not trying to get over it. You know what I'm saying? They say don't get high or low on game 1. I'm just saying right now, this is exactly how I thought it would play out.
Let me ask y'all this. If Shea dominate.
Oh, here we go.
He go jinx them. They always say we've been jinxing them since the Minnesota series.
What? If he dominate, like, I know we talked about this a little bit Tuesday, but he is undoubtedly like the most popular player in the league, right?
No. Popular, no.
Why? Because he plays in Oklahoma City?
No, because he's Canadian.
No. Yeah, and you still, I mean, you still got LeBron, Steph, all these people are still in the league.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
so
you have
popularity.
They old though.
Like, they still popular.
You
said popular.
Yeah.
If he win a championship, though,
it does not matter.
What did that do for Tatum? What did that do for Tatum?
What did it do for Giannis?
Tatum ain't as good as him.
It didn't do any shit for Giannis. It didn't do shit for Jokic.
No, that matters not.
Yeah, okay.
Nobody's the NBA media casuals aren't invested in SGA's story. Ant is a story they're probably going to latch on to because now he has.
Is he American?
That helps. And he reminds people, he's something you can get behind, familiar. He's energetic. He talks. He cracks jokes. And now after losing twice in the finals, playing as awful as he did, I think people will start becoming invested in his story. When is Ant going to win the title? All this other stuff that they've been saying about him. I think that's gonna help propel him. But
so y'all still going to have Steph, LeBron, those people before SGA, even if you win the title?
Popularity? You saying popularity? People don't. People
that's what I'm saying. You talking about popularity,
Steph and LeBron are household names.
Yeah.
They're known by that.
And it's still more popular than.
You don't have to know basketball to know who Steph, LeBron, or even Ant at this moment is. SGA winning the championship does not propel him into non-basketball world.
I guarantee you, most people like casuals don't even know what SGA stand for.
Right. And that's after Nick, that's after the championship they still won.
Maybe they know Shea. They just call him Shea.
No, casual fans still won't.
No, I'm just saying they may not know what the GA stand for. they don't say, oh, that's Shea. But yeah, I think the NBA has a horrible way of marketing small market players these days.
Yeah.
Even no matter how, unless like the last good small market player that they promoted heavily and great was LeBron to me. Yeah, that's because he was LeBron.
And it started when he was in high school.
Yeah,
exactly.
So people got attached to his story. No one has really. I think this boy uploaded the wrong episode. I think nobody has really followed or gotten into SGA's story like that. So, yeah.
Why do you think that is, though? He just not interested. Like, even with Haliburton, people are following that. Like, they've taken a vested
because he's a villain.
Yes,
because he's a small town villain.
So him being a villain is more intriguing than SGA being the next superstar
because he's a villain to everyone's like well-known or famous player. Like he's a villain to Brunson, who's a New York Knick. So everybody who watches the Knicks know, like, oh, I hate that guy from that random ass city because he always talking shit. Or he's a villain to you know what I'm saying? Like he plays spoiler. Every hero needs a villain, and you know the villain based off the hero.
Yeah, like he crushed the Knicks 2 years in a row. So that alone.
All right, bro. I'm getting tired of y'all. This ain't the time.
Y'all, I just want to make sure I understand what y'all saying. Y'all have Haliburton over SGA as notable NBA superstars?
I take the superstar out of that. I'll say he's more notable.
Stars. You're right. Stars.
Yeah.
Haliburton is over SGA.
But I think SGA could catch Haliburton. Will catch Haliburton after the series.
But right now he's over him.
I'll put it to you this way, Spec. I think if Haliburton goes off and he does some of the same stuff he was doing in game against the Knicks in this series and win the title, Haliburton is gonna leap.
Yes,
it's theatrics, bro.
Exactly. And to that counterpoint, SGA has to win a title for him to be well known more than that. That's how far back popular was.
Yeah, Haliburton has more notable moments too. Look at all the game winners he's had and clutch moments. You know, SGA is once again he's the MVP, but at the same time,
and that's because it's the fault of the team. The team has been so dominant and has just been winning that it's just like, okay, they won. So you don't really get to see like moments where like, they're coming back and like, oh, he made a game-winning shot and all this other stuff. It's like they just been dominant. So you don't really need to highlight anybody specifically.
Lance, I'm not saying that SGA isn't more popular than Haliburton. He is. We're looking ahead in a crystal ball and saying that if Haliburton keeps up with the choke sign and doing all kind of, showman-like stuff, that will go viral. People will start watching it, and people will start paying attention, and that will increase his popularity, and he will take off. But I think the issue with SGA, the thing that made Curry captivating is what he was doing, the way he was shooting threes, the distance he was shooting threes. Like, he was electrifying to watch. SGA is fun to watch, but it's not the same. It's just like, and with Dwayne Wade, like his game to a certain degree reminds me of Wade, with the mid-range, killer. But Wade's became a name in college when he had that triple-double in Marquette. And then he came on the NBA, and then he took off. And then, of course, he had a great story when he came back and won the title against Dallas. Against Dallas. But he was taking off before then.
Hey, Nick, you said Indiana don't play defense. What you been watching?
This is what I mean by that, because I know a lot of people are like, what the fuck are you talking about? Indiana's defense is their offense, as far as, in my opinion, as far as like they keep pushing the ball to the point where they outscore you. And you're kind of like in football, if you score 20 or 30 points, the team stops running the ball and they just keep throwing, and it looks like lopsided. Now people are gonna say, what did they do to the Knicks? They harassed Brunson and all that. That's because the way the Knicks play basketball, it's very one guy at a time offense.
But they did that throughout the entire playoffs.
Exactly. And all those teams, what do they all have in common? Giannis, one guy offense. Donovan Mitchell, one guy offense. That's not defense if you're just swarming one guy. Not even against Donovan, because he like had over 30 points a game.
That's called strategy, though.
But
that's called strategy.
But that's not playing defense to me. Defense is like when the Celtics, like the 07, 08 Celtics, what's a good defensive team I'm trying to go back to? Like what OKC is doing now, and their run is like they shut down teams. Like when you don't score over 90 or if you don't even get to the hundreds, because like look at the game one that they won against the Knicks. It was 138 to 135 or something like that, bro. Like that's not defense. Who says that's defense? They have a way of playing offense that is their defense, because we know that we're going to keep scoring, and eventually you're going to have to catch up to our pace, which eventually means that you're going to have turnovers, and or based off our pesky defenders, we're going to get more steals and stuff like that throughout to transition offense.
So I will say this: you're only half right, in a sense that. Nah, for real. Like I just hear a whole bunch of wah. Like, bro, you're not making no sense in my opinion. And I'm pretty sure that the chat agree.
So do you say they have a shutdown type of defense?
No, what I'm saying is that they have a very efficient defense, and maybe they're not as great as OKC because they're not, like, just individually and collectively. OKC is a step or two above at every position. Right, so that's why they play how they play. Indiana plays defense, bro. You know what defense is, Nick? It's taking away your number one option. That's playing defense, whether it's football, basketball, or whatever. If I could take your number one option away and force you to go to option 2, 3, and 4, that's playing defense, and that's what Indiana does.
I don't consider that playing defense, because I like what you said earlier. You said that it's a strategy, right? Strategy is like Sheldon. In any game that you go to, let's say, for example, I'm not trying to change the genre of the sport, but let's say someone's playing the Bengals. What's the most obvious thing anybody who's not even a defensive coordinator is going to try to take away?
Jamar Chase.
Exactly.
Yeah, absolutely.
So that's not defense to me. That's obvious. You want to have Chase blanketed, so Burrow has to go. Like if we're gonna lose this game, we're gonna lose with someone else, not Chase. To me, I consider defense is they don't score over 20 points, which the Bengals average them. They almost average like 30.
And that's where you're wrong. That's where you're wrong, because if I take away your number one option and force your second option to be your number one option, and then we slow that person down and don't let that person get off, that's what they did to Cat. Cat had one really good game against Indiana. Really good. That was it. They played defense.
No. He had one game that they won. Cat was like that first game. Cat had like 30 points. The game through, like, Cat had a really great series. If you look at the numbers, like he had a double. He averaged like 20 and 12.
Did Brunson have a great series? No. A good series?
So, mute his mic, Ken. Mute your mic.
I was asking. No. Towards the last few games, Brunson, like, I would say the last game was Brunson's worst game. And if you look at the percentages shooting wise, they'll say, "Oh no, we played great defense." But Brunson was going like Brunson. No one stopped Brunson from doing what he really wanted to do. Again, it was more about the flood of the offense. That's what I was talking about in that series. Is that Indiana's offense is like a faucet that doesn't turn off. Eventually, you're gonna have a leak and it's gonna flood the house. That doesn't mean that I said there was two strategies the Knicks can do to win that series. Was like Cat has to go off consistently, and they have to make Indy a half-court offense, which they're not. They're not a half-court offense. They get all that stuff on transition, all that. Look at what OKC is doing because they play better defense. They're making Indy have turnovers because they're trying to push the ball down the court, and they can't do it because they have all the OKC's wings and length is getting steals or getting block shots. They don't have someone to set them up on offense and say, go ahead, get a bucket right now. Outside of Haliburton. Siakam's trying to right now, but again, it's still game 1, so we can see how this game ends. But to me, defense is we limit you from scoring after your whatever you average, we limit you under that. Just because, if the Bengals, if Jamar Chase only has 30 yards and 0 touchdowns, but the Bengals win 30-28, that doesn't say, oh, they played a good defense. You know what I'm saying? It's like you limited Chase, but you let the rest of the team still got off. Defense means that you limit them under their average. To me, that's good defense. If you let someone score over 115 points a game in the playoffs, because the playoffs is more slow pace, half court offense for the most part. That to me is what I go off, and that may be an old school mindset, but that's just how I look at defense. I don't look like if you scoring if you win 140-135, that's not good defense to me.
I think it may be relative. It depends on the game and the flow of the game and how stuff is looking.
What you're saying to me is that at the end of the day, did we win the game?
No. I'm saying it depends on the flow of the game. The way Indiana played basketball is pace. So it's going to be a ton of up and down, which is going to be a ton of points being scored, even though you may be still like forcing a bunch of turnovers, for example. You still may be scoring points, but we're forcing turnovers. We're controlling this game. So it kind of mirrors to that sometimes. So sometimes you can play really good defense, yet give up points at the same time. If I'm making it difficult for you to score, if I'm making it hard for the top player to get his, that's kind of winning basketball. That's what I counted there.
I see, but that's to me, the obvious thing isn't playing good defense. The obvious thing is to try to take away SGA, right? That's what Indy wants to do, is let everybody else beat them. But I don't even know what SGA has right now. He may have gone off a little bit towards the end, but still, it's if SGA gets 30 plus this series and they win, it's where was the good defense at? At what point was it good defense?
Hey Nick, I saw there's an article on ESPN, and they were talking about the Thibodeau firing, and they said that had actually been discussed for months, and of course, game 1 was the one that sealed it, and of course, losing the series. But I think throughout the season, it seemed like they were not happy with how things were going throughout the whole year, and I think that run he went on could have saved him, but he eventually lost.
That's why I was saying on the episode. I was trying to make it a little bit more clear, is that I had concerns about the Knicks, just like everybody else, because it was obvious. FIFA and there was pointing out, look at their record against good teams,
right?
But because of what they did in the playoffs, it was you forgot about what happened in the regular season. My thing was the record against good teams was I looked at their late game execution, and they would have leads or they would be close and they wouldn't be able to close out these games. It wasn't until even at towards the end of the season when they played Boston, it was a close game, but they lost, and people were using that as a barometer, they're getting better. But to me, it was just I didn't like the way they were playing really towards the season, throughout most of the season until that second half. But I'm not surprised, because me and FIFO, again, we came on here as soon as that cat trade was he was already on the hot seat, low key. He was bro, if you don't get to the Eastern Conference Finals with all these players, your ass gonna be gone. So he did that, but they lost in a ugly ass way. They didn't lose in a way where it was we went to 7 and Haliburton made a shot that ended the series when it could have been anybody's game. It was they were up 3-1, and game 5 or game 6 was or game 5 was just a lucky win. How most people are going to look at it in revisionist history. But
that game 1 did them in.
That game 1 was ugly.
They should have won that game.
That game 1
set the tone.
It took the soul out of the whole team. It took the soul out of the whole city.
And going back a conversation, Shelton, I 100% agree with you what defense is. Because in today's basketball, it's so skilled that it's not about shutting teams down. Just like football, it's not about shutting a guy down. It's about making it as difficult as possible to get whatever it is that you're trying to get. With Indiana, they do that. That's why I say they play defense. Whether you score 140 or not, was that a tough shot? Like, look at Jalen Brunson, bro. That little dude had a hit, hella tough shot. It was hard as hell for him to get buckets.
But that was because but we talked about their offense. It's easy to make him
we understand that.
But we understand that plays a factor.
But Nick, I don't disagree with that. But at the end of the day, is it hard for you to score? Yes or no? It was. Was it easy for Cat to score? Was it easy for Josh Hart? Was it easy for OG? Was it easy? It wasn't easy. That's great defense in this modern NBA. Now, what you're talking about, Nick, is early 2000s, late 90s NBA.
Yeah, you don't want to watch that.
What I'm talking about is what I'm looking at right now. OKC is harassing the fuck at every level. They not getting shit. No one's scoring. You know what I'm saying? Like, and they doing whatever the hell they want to on offense right now.
Yeah, their rotations and switches are crisp.
Exactly,
exactly where Indiana wants to go.
It's will and want to with strategy.
It's personnel.
Yeah, matchups. Man, I didn't know Doris Burke was calling the game, bro. She looked like she does not want to be there.
What? I think ESPN is just they need to bring back Mike Breen, Mark Jackson, Jeff Van Gundy. I don't know why the fuck they got rid of them motherfuckers. That's what I grew up on. That's what I got used to. Like
with Mark Jackson and Stan Van Gundy, they were getting on the refs too much. So the NBA made that fuck. The NBA.
Yet they bringing it inside the NBA moving forward. Like they ain't about to say shit.
Yeah, but that's after the game, not during the game, as it's happening in real time. That gives you a whole different perspective, bro.
But we know refs are trash. I've been telling y'all.
Okay. But when you're doing color commentary, you could sway the audience. After the fact, it's like it's revisionist history.
Even if they're bad, you can't call out your own.
The audience is gonna call them out regardless. What the fuck?
I wasn't mad at what she
don't
said.
matter.
No. Yeah. You can't call out your own product. It's almost like working at a job and talking bad about it. You can't really do that because it's trashing like your product.
It's like, look, Shelton sells Dodges for a living. It's like him going to work and be like, "No, you don't buy that Hellcat. It's gonna break down in 2 months." Like what? Like you can't say that. You can't say that.
Hold on 1 second. I'll be right back.
Well, at some point, maybe OKC hit a cold streak. Indiana.
Basketball's a game of runs.
Yeah.
And here's the thing: like 10 points.
Yeah.
How long have I been saying 20 points isn't a lot?
No, not
in this NBA. So they right where they want to be.
Yeah, that's a 2-basket run, and you're right back in the game.
Yeah, you get 2 stops and 3 boxes. It's a 4-point game.
They can't let Shy get those mid-range elbow jumpers, bro.
They got to beat him. They got to figure out how to beat him to the spot. They can, for some reason, they cannot beat him to the spot, and I don't understand it.
Herky jerky. It's just like Haliburton's game, but just their approach is different. Like Shea try to get buckets, Haliburton's just trying to get playmate.
Like, look at that. Well, y'all may be behind. They can't hit shit.
Ooh, good pass. Because Ken, and we talked about, all these teams, like one thing that they can get better. You know what every team can use, including OKC? Bucket getters, Ken. Bucket getters are a premium, dog. And you look at Indiana right now, in the half court, they got to get bucket getters. You saw that play right there. What was it? Mm-hmm. Fast pace, off the miss, boom, push it. You know what I'm saying? That's their offense. But in the half court, they struggle because they don't have a true bucket getter. Siakam can take advantage of mismatches, but he's not an auto bucket. He's not KD. It don't matter who you put on KD. KD gonna get a bucket. That's the ooh. Why you jumping through that?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the
10-point game. 10-point game. That's striking distance.
Yeah, the other thing I think that was really bad in the Knicks series is, I mean, they were getting fast breaks off of made baskets. The Knicks would score and like 2 passes, Siakam's down. They're scoring. So that yeah, and Thibodeau never made an adjustment. But I'll be curious to see how game 2 goes, though. Yeah, I'll be curious to see how that goes. Let's see. Oh, he hit him with the elbow.
Yeah, Chief Miyagi, you are correct. People ain't too many bucket getters out there. You can't just go get one.
They don't exist like that. They don't exist. But literally,
SGA.
That's too easy.
What you about to say, Spike? SGA what?
I was asking who the bucket getters were.
In this series, SGA is a bucket getter and Siakam's the bucket getter for Indiana.
Yep.
And
that ain't no fair matchup.
For OKC, it's just SGA.
Yeah, he's the one guy that can create his own offense at an elite level, possession after possession. There's nobody else on that squad that can do that at that level.
Yeah, we haven't talked about Rodgers yet.
You see that pass? That's what you just said on 2 people. That pass was filthy.
This is bad defense by Indy.
Yeah.
Damn, Miles Turner. Oh. Miles Turner got to show up, bro.
He does. They've had every opportunity to be in this game. It's not like OKC is just playing lights out.
Move.
Oh yeah, it's a travel.
Yeah, I gotta see it slow down. 1, 2.
Yeah.
Typically, they let that go in the NBA. That's not a call.
I have seen them call it in the playoffs lately in a couple of those games.
I have
like a little move. I'm like, and I'm with you because I'm like, oh, they call that. But nah, yeah. Right now,
I'm gonna be right back. I'm about to switch back inside.
Yeah. Okay. See, they just getting what they want, bro. So Indiana got to tighten that up. They got to tighten it up. So, and I think the thing about
what'd you say about Rodgers?
Oh, somebody asked if let me put this the chat on screen. Somebody asked if we talked about Rodgers yet.
You want to talk about it now or save it for
what
Tuesday?
Is there to say? We're on commercial break. We can talk about it now. What is there to say?
Because Ken, I didn't put any stuff on the Steelers because I was like, I wanted to see when the official deal was done so we can kind of officially talk about it, because obviously I get tired of speculation after a while. What there is to say is what I predicted. I know, Lou, you hated when I brought it up the first time a few weeks or months ago.
Everybody predicted this. Stop.
No. When we first, no, I'm talking about months ago. I'm talking about months ago when I was like,
everybody said he was going to the Steelers.
I'm talking about months ago when I brought it up. He was like, I don't want anywhere. You only saying that because you want the Steelers to be shitty. Nigga. All right, we can go back. I can bring up the tape, nigga, when I brought it up. He was like, this is you trying to act like you being nice, but this is your employer going.
Pull the tape up.
But I'm just saying, if y'all believe in Mike Tomlin, this ain't got nothing. This is not a big news story. They still gonna have. If y'all believe in Mike Tomlin, they still gonna have a winning record and they still gonna go to the playoffs, right? Because he can go to the playoffs and have a winning record with anything. So I'm like, so this to me, this really don't mean much. The only thing that I'm more concerned again is like, it's a 1-year deal for a 40-plus-year-old quarterback or a 40-plus-year-old drug addict. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, it's crazy how you
here's my problem.
No, he tried to remove all the blame from Aaron Rodgers and put it directly onto Mike Tomlin as a Bengals fan.
Yeah,
that's the
what blame? What blame?
You're disgusting for that. You're saying if y'all want to do this for Mike Tomlin? No, it got more to do with Aaron Rodgers than it does do with Mike Tomlin.
Shelton, am I wrong? What y'all know that I don't care for this Steelers, and y'all know I've been really critical of Mike Tomlin, correct? But what I've been proven wrong, and what Ken reminds me, because everybody always tries to predict is like the Steelers going to eventually have a losing record because of the quarterback situation. Because we can't really name most of their quarterbacks.
I predicted it a couple of times. I've been wrong.
Exactly. So my thing is he's never had a losing season, right? For about 15 plus years. So it don't really matter who you have at quarterback, whether it's Russell Wilson, Justin Fields, Mason Rudolph, Mitch Trubisky, whoever gives a fuck. Like
Kenny Pickett,
like they still win. So this shouldn't be really this. I mean, this is more of like a sexy story to talk about because of the name. But I gave up on the Aaron Rodgers experiment after the Jets. That was my last call of me defending Rodgers because he hasn't been to the playoffs in that long, and it's been ugly.
You wasn't saying that when the season started for the Jets.
I know. I said after the Jets season, I gave up on it. Remember, towards the end, I was like, bro, it's a wrap. He's done. I used to be a big Mr. Rodgers fan. I thought he was going to take him to at least the AFC East not championship, but at least win the division in the AFC East, and make a probably potential deep postseason run. I was completely wrong on that. But this is a new situation, new franchise, a more respectable franchise because they continuously are a playoff team. So I mean, shit. I don't see Tom. If you believe that this is a mistake because you think that he's going to bring Mike Tomlin down, and that says a lot about the Steelers. Because if they don't have a winning season with Rodgers, then that means that they have to draft a quarterback, that means they should tank that season to draft a quarterback.
But see, that's
because they need to restart. Because once Rodgers leaves, Rodgers retiring next year. I don't give a fuck what nobody's saying. Regardless how the season ends, he's retiring next year. And then what do the Steelers do from then? That's the bigger question than that. It's not even about this season. It's about next season.
See, that's the problem.
It's a 1 year deal. It's a 1 year deal.
The problem I have with this is we know that Aaron Rodgers is not the answer for this team. He's not going to lead them to the promised land. Aaron Rodgers has proven who he is. We should have known he was going to be there once it was rumored that he was, he's contemplating retirement. I knew for this whole time he was going to play, but he takes this part of the year off. I've seen several veterans say we don't need OTAs and all that stuff like that because we already done all this stuff. There's nothing we need. He's already been working out with these guys for months, the receivers. So I knew he was coming. But my problem with bringing in the Aaron Rodgers is, what does this say to your long-term situation for the Steelers? They really don't have a plan. To be honest, this was the year you had a chance to draft. You had several good quarterbacks in the draft. You had several times to draft a quarterback. I'm talking about later on. I'm not talking about early. I'm talking about later. For a team like this, they could have drafted. You had several names that you could have tried at least before you got to what's the one they drafted? Howard. You had other names that you could have tried, third, fourth, fifth round. That would have been, to me, better options than going with Rodgers. At least you got a shot at your future. So that's something that I would have thought they would have done instead of setting it back. Now they're gonna make the playoffs probably again like they always do. You're not gonna get a hot draft pick.
What if they want to win a Super Bowl right now?
They're not gonna do it with me and you both have said this forever. They ain't gonna do it with Aaron Rodgers.
Because it's like what do the Steelers have offensively to make you think? Like let's not even talk about quarterback. What do the Steelers offensively have in the division? Let's just stick to division because let's take out
all
quarterback.
They got is DK.
All they got is DK, and what else? The offensive line is being retooled and it's still shitty. They have no running backs because they just gave up Najee Harris and he wasn't shit. They drafted a running back, but we don't know who the fuck he is because he just got drafted. Their defense is getting old, as we saw last year.
Nick, now I did see a report today that Terry McLaurin is sitting out, and they're talking about several teams showing interest. So Pittsburgh is like one of those teams that's showing a lot of interest in maybe trying
but they don't have any
Terry.
But they don't have any capital. They don't have any capital to give up to get Scary Terry, unless they're giving up a first round pick, which would be stupid.
Hold on. Let's rewind. Why is Scary Terry not? Why is he sitting out?
He said they not doing enough on his deal to make him feel like he's a number one wide receiver. So he
wants a long-term deal, and
they were supposed to be working on the deal, but they slowed their feet dragging their feet working on this deal, and he's not seeing the interest that he sees fit. So he went home. He went home and left camp.
It's voluntary, but it's voluntary workout right now. Though.
Yeah, and they're saying he's probably not going to show up at camp.
Of all the quarterbacks in the division Aaron Rodgers is in, like, is he 1 or 4? Where do y'all rank him in all?
He's third.
4th.
He's third.
Wow.
3rd, 4th.
Who's he above?
He's above whoever Cleveland's quarterback is.
You see, he's above Shador.
So Cleveland is last.
Yeah.
And then the Steelers are next.
Yeah. Of course not.
And then Lamar Jackson, and then Joe Burrow.
Yeah. Because we don't know who Cleveland's quarterback is.
You have Joe Burrow over Lamar?
No.
I'm asking Lou because I don't know if that's how he was ranking it.
1A, 1B.
Nigga, who's the 1A? Can't ask you for 1B.
Yeah, I'll go Burrow.
Who would you? FIFA, you go on Lamar.
Burrow is the best quarterback in that division.
You go on Lamar.
Lamar.
Can you have a Lamar over Burrow?
No.
So you got Burrow.
It's a better quarterback.
Objectively, he is the better quarterback.
But he doesn't have more success.
Who says who?
I wasn't asked that question.
But at the end of the day, don't we judge quarterbacks on wins and losses? Is that not what Nick says? Who has more wins and losses?
We do, but what wins are you talking about with Lamar?
Did Joe Burrow make the playoffs last year?
Okay.
Where's Lamar done?
Yeah, I'm asking what wins are you celebrating?
Lamar. My thing is
don't lean back now, nigga. I'm asking you a question. Yeah. What wins are you celebrating that Lamar has that Joe Burrow does not have?
We criticize Lamar, bro.
What I'm saying is this: it's all about what have you done for me lately. And Joe Burrow didn't get me to the playoffs, and Lamar did.
That's true.
My biggest thing is availability. Joe Burrow is out a lot more than Lamar is out.
Nigga, he was healthy last season. That don't make no sense. What are you talking about?
That's what I was get to. I said he's out more than he's out, and this past year he didn't make the playoffs. So that alone.
Didn't Lamar go through an injury?
He did, but they don't want to talk about that. But
not like Joe Burrow.
2 seasons ago.
I didn't say he didn't get injured. I didn't say no.
He was injured. They said LeBron was injury prone.
Yeah.
No, he got hurt that 1 year. He had.
No, it wasn't that 1 year. It was multiple years. He did not finish out the season. That's why people were like, maybe the Ravens don't want to re-sign him to a long-term deal because because of his injury thing. That's why he had to ask to get traded to get paid. Niggas always act like this shit don't happen. Like the fuck, nah. That's what I'm asking. Shelton, what's the best win that Lamar Jackson has in his career, professional career? That's better than the best win of Joe Burrow's.
Oh, he doesn't have one. He doesn't have a signature win like that.
So you're just judging him as just individual success. Okay.
Yeah.
No, I'm judging him off of volume.
I was just doing individual
Lamar has
success.
more volume of success than Joe Burrow does.
Success of what though?
Getting into the playoffs and look, Joe Burrow has had one good playoff run.
What was that second thing you was about to say? But you took back.
Joe Burrow has had one good playoff run. Outside of that,
he's had 2. He went to back-to-back AFC championship games.
How many have Lamar had?
How many AFC championship games has Lamar been to, FIFO? Is it 1 or 2?
I don't know.
You don't know, but you on a sports program, you don't know, nigga, what you need. We talk about it all the time.
I don't know, but I know he's been to the playoffs more times than Joe Burrow has.
That's fine. I just asked how
I
many
know that he has a higher win percentage than Joe Burrow. I know he got more MVPs than Joe Burrow.
He does.
I know he got more Pro Bowls than Joe Burrow.
He does.
How many more things more than Joe Burrow do I need to mention it before we Lou,
did he not say
that way?
Lou, did he not say winning is the thing that we talk about a lot, right? So
he has a better win percentage.
So you regular season, right? He does. But playoff record, who has the better playoff record?
You about to make me pull this up.
I'm telling you, you can pull it up and you're gonna sit back again because you're already gonna see the answer.
He's sitting back because he ate 5 burgers. Nick, I
was gonna let him live because he's a young.
He was smashing the burgers.
I ain't gonna
Hey man, Lou Dort is having the game of his life. He's having that Denver game again, bro. 5 of 7 from threes. He just pulling up from wherever.
And that's why I said,
hey, I'll tell you too,
no defense.
Nick,
if you let Lou Dort go off on game one,
you know the only other telltale sign with Joe Burrow versus Lamar Jackson is Lamar Jackson 6-1 against Joe Burrow head to head. That's crazy.
He is regular season. Yes, he is.
And he has more pass yards, more passing TDs head to head.
Yeah, Joe Burrow's 5-2 in the playoffs versus 3-5 to Lamar.
It makes
you just got to get there, right?
And I know people are gonna say I'm biased, but
I'm still gonna take Lamar.
You are. I laugh because, like you saying, Shelton and Ed and FIFO, those stats and records that you're talking about, it makes it seem like no question Lamar Jackson should be better than Burrow. But when you get to when the regular season ends, you get to that postseason, he don't look the same, and it's the craziest thing in the world.
I feel that, but Lamar Jackson is 73.7% win percentage, 45-16.
I don't know how Indy's hanging around in this game.
That's what I'm saying. As bad as they playing, they still are in this game. So this should give them hope no matter what it is.
They down 13 though. Are they hanging around?
Yes, because you think about if the Knicks were down 20. Why you keep bringing
the Knicks? The Knicks are not in the series.
I'm sorry. When Indiana was down 20 to the Knicks, then Lou, I ain't gonna talk about it.
Or you can pick Denver. When Denver was down, they would make comebacks against OKC.
Mm-hmm.
Like
I said, a couple buckets.
They just can't string together stops, and they can't string together enough
buckets.
Yes,
mm-hmm.
And they keep missing. But yeah, and you know what? The interesting thing is they're playing defense, and I'm not doing this on purpose, Nick. But they're playing the same type of very similar style physical defense on the Pacers that the Pacers did to New York.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. They can't handle it. It ain't fun when the rabbit got the gun.
But they get a couple of stops and make a couple of shots, bro. But they keep shooting themselves in the foot.
Ken, what you say? How did you start that sentence?
If
what to look at? What to look at, Lou?
Anything can happen in the fourth quarter, man.
Lou got
it. All they have to do is stay connected. It's like an 11 point. They're staying right within that 11, 13 point margin.
Yeah, they close. I mean, it's not a blowout game. They still got time. It's the whole quarter.
They cannot close this quarter bad, but Lou Dort killing them. That ain't gonna happen. So, Chet, can we talk about Chet, man?
What you want to say?
He awful.
Stop hating. He ain't awful, bro. He's irrelevant to me. He ain't awful.
Okay.
Oh, not a foul.
That sounds.
Yeah, you better get all out because he's probably gonna be a champion in a couple weeks.
That don't mean shit to me, bro. that only means something to people in the chat who want to use that to say something to me.
Shelton, Alex Caruso, NBA champion. Do you respect him at all? Do you want him starting for the Hornets at all?
No, I know I talked about him earlier, but no.
Chet got like 6.8 rebounds. He just walking around, just waiting for a tip in or something.
He got 5 rebounds.
I thought he had 8. Damn.
He got 5. He 2 for 8 from the field. Chet is out there.
And he should this I would think this matchup would favor him.
Yeah, you would think, but
yeah,
he's not a physical guy either.
Is this about the best he's gonna be?
I would say
in his career.
He's only his second year.
No, he's gonna be all right.
But he didn't play his rookie year.
He didn't play at all his rookie year.
It still is his third year, nigga. What do you mean?
What I mean is second year playing.
I count all, just like y'all count all them seasons that Joe Burrow was hurt. And I keep on saying, nah, he was hurt. Nah, that nigga, that still count. Nah, we count this shit too, nigga.
Hey, did Caruso win? He didn't win a title with the Lakers, did he?
He was there.
Yeah.
Damn, he about to get another player. That's crazy.
Your championship player.
People talk about them giving up on Caruso, and who was the big man? Who's with the Clippers?
Dwight.
Zubac.
Oh,
yeah. There was like those.
Well,
how
much Zubac didn't help the damn Clippers?
Don't do that.
Oh, that is a foul.
He was shit. The way JJ coached a kid, he would have been on the bench. I'd rather have JJ Abrams coaching my team. Fuck out of here, nigga.
JJ from Good Times. Oh, gee.
You call them plays dynamite.
Dynamite.
He got a dynamite defense for sure, boy.
Man, it's crazy how Benedict Mathurin looks like, at times he looks like a player in this league. And then
I was about to say, that's how you know Indy down bad when they put 0 in. That nigga come in the game like he Kobe. Like, oh yeah, I'm put the team on my back, nigga.
You don't know what you gonna get out of this dude.
He's like a toned down Lance Stevenson.
Yeah, that's a good
funny as hell.
That man can get you 30. He'll get you 30 one night, but then the next night he can get you 10.
Yeah, he'll get you 30 when you're down by 20.
And see, again, they I don't know where y'all at, but I'll wait till y'all catch up.
We ain't gonna never catch up, King. Go ahead.
Okay. They stand I'll wait until the quarter's over.
You're gonna be at home in the bed by the time we
I'm just glad they got it on ESPN Plus. I thought I was in trouble because
Sheldon got his shit linked up to the mic. That's why he ain't up to date with it.
I don't pay for cable, Nick. I got ESPN Plus. If this shit was on ABC only,
you got the Disney bundle with Disney Plus and all that.
Yep.
Okay,
yep, that's what I'm watching.
Yeah, I still pay for cable. I like, bro. I just gotta have because it comes with the Hulu package. I still like live TV. I'm sorry, I'm old school.
Yeah, agreed. I agree with you, Nick.
Because sometimes I don't want to pick a channel or a show and shit. I just want to just turn something on. And
HBO bringing all that shit back, bro.
They are.
HBO don't even know what the hell it is.
Nah, like Ken said, they bringing that shit back.
Boom.
6-point
game. 6-point game. Man, y'all over here worried about 10 and 13 points, bro. That ain't nothing.
I wonder if they be like telling Thomas Bryant not to shoot, and then he hit it and be like, yeah.
I'm always surprised that he can shoot threes.
Yeah.
I'm always surprised that he can shoot threes.
Me too.
And that's a tough shot.
That was.
You
can't let him get that shot off, bro. You got to send somebody at him.
Nah, but Ken, look, if you're gonna live and die by something, you allow Shea to take that. It's the mid range that you don't want him to get to.
Ken, what if people come on here and talk about something? The number one thing is to eliminate Shea. This nigga getting dot up on the 3-point line. Because this nigga Shea got 28 points. Where's the defense?
But that's what makes him a superstar. And also, did I not say that you're not stopping superstars in this league?
I know, but it's like the clock. The clock is running down. They could have ran somebody to double the team at least.
Nick, Nick, sometimes you have
pause. Ken, what type of strategy is running a secondary player as somebody at the 3-point line? What type of defensive strategy is that?
That's a strategy not to let him.
Don't nobody employ that, dog. Don't nobody employ that.
I don't know. I think I disagree with that. I think I have seen that.
Here's the thing. Here's the thing, though. Sometimes you can say, well, okay, we know he's going to get his. We're going to stop the others. So you look at like a Jalen Williams and you look at a Chet and these guys. Those guys aren't beating them. Now SGA getting his, but sometimes that's the strategy. And to be honest, that strategy is halfway working because you only down, like we said, they only down what?
It's 9 now.
Yeah. So they should be out of this game based off how they've been playing. So their strategy on defense seems to be working pretty good.
That doesn't make no sense.
Why wouldn't it? Why wouldn't it? If I'm shutting down,
that makes that makes perfect
sense. You shut down everybody else.
It makes no sense because the strategy is you shut down Shea and let everybody else beat you. Because
not necessarily.
Not necessarily.
Look, Nick.
Can I finish my point before you go?
No, you can't. No, you can't. Because it's a bullshit point. It's a bullshit point. You can't. look, Nick, at the end of the day, you know that strategy changes throughout the course of the game. Out the gate, yeah, we don't want Shea to do nothing. Oh shit, Shea done made 4 shots. You know what? Hey, make sure that them other guys don't do nothing because it's Shea's night. Shea's out here being super efficient, hitting big threes and stuff. All right, you know what? You let that roll, like what Shelton is saying, and then you shut down everybody else.
But you're not shutting down everybody else. How many points did Lou Dort got, Shelton?
I'm gonna tell you right now.
14.
15
yeah,
points,
15,
4 rebounds, and 1 assist in 30 minutes.
And he's your second leading scorer, so you are doing a good job. You keeping everybody else there. Everybody else is,
and that means
the next. Hold on. The next highest scorer outside of Lou Dort is Hartenstein with 9. You're doing a damn good job.
We have a whole.
That's why they're in the game.
And we have a whole quarter left. Shea has 28 points, shooting over 45%. So if that's slowing him down, I guess. And we have a whole quarter left where somebody else can go off and score as well. But
the thing is, Nick, is that the way that the game is going, who else is gonna be that guy?
Yeah,
we about to see. I can't predict the future. We about to got a whole 4th quarter left.
But the thing is that we're who?
Jalen Williams.
He could. I mean, anybody could be, but once again, this strategy has kept them in this game. Now, like I said. Couple buckets and it's a whole nother story. It would work if they come out winning this game. Then the strategy worked.
You know what the difference in this game is? Hold on. Because I'm looking at all of these stats real time. I'm looking at all these stats real time. Do you know what the difference in this game is? OKC has 12 steals to Indiana's 0, and Indiana has 21 turnovers, and it's a 9-point game.
So that the defense is fine. That ain't where their problems are.
Wait, so if they clean that up, you think we're looking at a different outcome?
100%.
Absolutely.
The defense is fine, but
look at how many
you only have a 9-point lead.
You got a talented offensive team like OKC. Look at how many more opportunities they've had because of your turnovers. So you didn't even get a shot at the basket on those. So cut that in half where it probably should. That's where it probably should be. If you cut that in half, you definitely looking at a totally different game at that point.
And the reason why I asked that is because that is something that might be fixable.
Right.
Moving into the next game, if you're Indy, you were like, okay, well, you know. Now, how much of that was forced by OKC, you know, is to be seen. But Indiana, 21 turnovers is insane.
Let me ask y'all something, right? Because over here, y'all talking about Indiana's not playing defense. OKC shooting 39.7% from the field, and Indiana shooting 45.6%.
Turnover.
Exactly, Ken. So if Indiana would have had left, if Indiana would have had half the turnovers, they'd be up by a lot.
How did you start that sentence off, FIFA?
Yeah,
it means nothing to me.
Marley Colbert said they had 18 in the first half, so they've cut that down to 3.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I wish they had to. Nigga, they kept it up. This game is a blowout. Nigga.
But now it's back up to 13.
13 is not a lot. They just got to.
What'd you say that shooting percentage was in the first half?
Just for the game.
You say 40 something.
45.6% before these last couple of shots.
Well, maybe. Oh, yeah, it is. Maybe they maybe they'll fix for game 2.
Yeah, that's what they playing for.
Maybe the second half is an indication of like, okay, now
we know how to play this team.
Yeah. They just haven't figured out their offense yet.
Yeah. Well, they don't have a go-to guy for a bucket. Unless you're talking about what's his name, Mathurin. Hey, Mathurin. I told you, bro. He trying to take over. Boy.
Free throws.
Hallie gotta be a force, though.
He got to have a couple games. He can't disappear.
He has to show up this whole series. He cannot do what he did in the Knicks series where he shows up every other game. You're not gonna win. This is the finals, bro. If you ain't gonna show up for the finals, then when you gonna show up?
He gonna go back to being
and he got 10, 5, and 8, and that's not enough. That is not enough.
No, that's nowhere close. He should at least be up to 18. 15 minimum.
Or have a lot of assists, like 15, 16.
Right,
assists.
right. If you're gonna have 10 points, you need to be killing it with it. You need to be distributing the basketball.
I wonder how many of those they've missed that he's passed.
Well, not many if they're shooting damn near.
Yeah,
like,
they still shooting a high percentage. So they're shooting at the right clip. He's just not the one that's distributing the basketball. So, and they got 18 assists as a team. So,
who does OKC?
No, Indiana.
Indy.
What was this? Nate Wiggins?
OKC ain't got but 12 assists. That's crazy.
Nate Wiggins is a cornerback for the Ravens, Ken.
What's Wiggins? What's his name? You're right. His name is Wiggins, though. They about to put it on his
Aaron Wiggins. Yeah. He was right about the Wiggins.
Yeah, I don't think I ever, honestly, y'all, I really don't think I ever knew his first name. I know
you ain't need to until now.
Wallace is another one that comes off the bench that has good moments. I think I know here's a Cason Wallace, I think.
Okay, look at that defense.
Did Cason Wallace start today?
Need to stop right here.
Hey, man, Jalen Williams.
That's not offensive? That's not offensive? Okay.
Ooh. Hey, look, here we go. Williams cooking.
Dang,
How is Siakam not having like a good post-up game this game?
I think it's the physical.
McConnell, what is you doing? At least you got it back.
I think he's trying, but I think every time he I don't know. I missed most of the first half, so I can't tell you. But I think they're running that. I think they're blitzing him.
Now they're not running offense to get him there.
That's what I'm saying. Like why aren't they like having them post up? Like
it's just not how they play. Like they in the third quarter they got some good post up looks.
How are you saying that's not how they play when that's what they did to
the Knicks?
To the Knicks.
That probably was the strategy that Carlisle called against them. But then again, look, I don't watch Indiana, so I'll defer to the Indiana fans on this one. Honestly,
no. All I'm saying is is that he's your bucket getter. Right. And I've said it doesn't matter the team, you gotta get easy buckets for your bucket getter. And even though Siakam doesn't have the advantage in this series, that's an easier bucket than getting him to create off the dribble or having him hit face-up jumpers. Get easier buckets for your best offensive player in the half court.
Bro, what is y'all doing? The ball, bro. We hear you, hot spot casino.
Thank you, Chief Miyagi. Cason Wallace did start this game tonight.
Yeah. McConnell.
We was just talking about Williams, kid. People ask who don't show up. How many points he got now, son? He got 9.
I need him to get one more.
He got to get one more.
I bet on him tonight, so he need. I'm happy with him now.
Jalen Williams is their second best player.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
When he want to play.
Yeah, Ken, is either him or Chet at times.
Nah, it's never Chet. But Jalen Williams be going off. Now, if he have a bad game, that's one that they can steal. And now B pointed out in the chat. And I feel like ever since B said it was happening. He said Jalen Williams too inconsistent.
Yeah,
I thought he was. I thought he said that.
What did he say?
I thought he said that. Go ahead.
He's that version of Tyrese Haliburton, because him and Tyrese Haliburton both are like that. One game they world beaters, and the next game you don't even know they're on the court. I don't understand it.
Who better?
Oh, Haliburton for sure. Because like I said, once again he's more clutch. That's why he better. But once again, him disappearing the way he does, that don't help nothing. Like this game, like I said, this game for example, you're losing by 15 points, and you have 10 points. And 5 assists. That's not enough. You're the difference in this game.
And he lose, we're gonna forget all about him.
Yeah, right. You're 100% right. And everything you work for, that's what I can say I get it, because some teams just got your number. But you did all this work this season to get to this point. I saw Draymond talking about it. He was saying how the finals, when you begin the finals, like the hardest stretch, because you think about it like, I made it all the way to the end. This ain't the end. You got to win 4 games. That's not a little bit. That's a lot. Yeah, and that's taxing. That's he was like, that's a whole nother season. And then if you lose it, that hurts worse. Than he said, I'd rather lose in the first round than lose in the finals. He's like, because that's all you did was gave up a couple more weeks of your summer. So I was like, that's crazy. I never thought about it that way. Like, losing in the finals is pretty rough. Spike, that's like the Cowboys. That's why y'all get out so early. You already know what's gonna happen.
Hotspot said they keeping the game close. We got a Thunder fan in the chat. Hotspot says they're keeping the game close and said they're being nice to Indiana.
You Hotspot, you're right. And honestly speaking, from a basketball perspective, this can be viewed as positive for Indiana. Because
they ain't being nice. It's just how good Indiana is, though.
Indiana is a lot better.
People try to hate on how good Indiana is. Yeah, they can't beat them like that.
No, them only being up 15 points, and it's crazy to say only 15, but we've seen this whole playoffs time in and time again.
All right, Sheldon, he gonna keep saying that until it's about 30 seconds left.
He can talk about the Knicks coming back against Boston. How about that?
Yeah, that's it, Nick, yeah, but I'm just saying we know that 15 points. What I'm saying is 15 points. I'm not saying this game in particular. I'm just saying a 15-point lead is not like wow. Like when we watched Minnesota play Golden State without Steph Curry, we knew there was a dominant situation. In this situation, you're still close enough to where,
but has Indiana looked even decent at all this game?
No, but they've except like we talked about on defense, like they holding this.
But their defense, I mean, nigga, they about to be down by 20. They 5 points away from down by 20. Right? They 5 points away from down by 20, bro.
I thought they're down 12. I mean, I must be.
No, they're down 13 and it's about to be 12.
Okay. So y'all TV's a little bit faster.
Bro, Caruso out there being racist. He just assaulted Reed Shepherd.
I told hey, y'all thought I was over exaggerating. I was like, bro, somebody gonna cause a case and say, look, this nigga touched me in ways that I shouldn't be touched. Somebody go send an anonymous letter to Adam Silver. So it's a 12-point game. Alex Caruso, 21 minutes, 9 points, 4 fouls. Okay. Caruso in foul trouble.
Gotta get that rebound.
Now they just not playing hard.
I'll be damned if I dive on the floor like that and I don't even get the He just wasted. He just wasted. Toppin trying to redeem himself from all them turnovers he had in the first half.
You think he talked shit to any ex-Knick people?
Oh yeah, of course.
Oh, he got. Damn. Caruso.
Toppin getting cooked by Caruso is nuts.
Why? They're two different players.
Because you would think that Toppin would be the better defender because he's more athletic than Caruso.
But he's a 4.
But he's not a simple 4. He can move his feet.
But he's still a 4, bro. A 1, 2, 3 can always be the 4.
And even if you're right, if you're gonna foul somebody, make sure that they don't get the and one, especially in that goofy ass way. Caruso may get Finals MVP, Ken.
Do what Delly didn't do.
Delly crawled so Caruso could run.
Big shot.
Okay.
They just need to get stops, man. They got to get stops.
You said they had good defense, bro. We'll see. They're supposed to get these stops.
Hey, look, they're damn near halfway through the fourth quarter, and OKC still hasn't scored 100 points. To me, that's good defense.
They damn near halfway through the fourth quarter, and they haven't they haven't got this game into under 5.
Now they playing 1-on-1. Can't do that.
But that's a good take, though. That's a good take. It's a layup, Ken. It's a layup attempt.
Not with Nimrod.
It's a layup attempt.
Where's Haliburton, bro?
He about to get going now, Nick.
Where is he?
It's showtime. It's showtime. Here they go.
At this point, they did. Where is he at? They need him right now.
Big shot. Yep. Timeout.
There we go. Now it's under 10.
Yep. 8 points. But now, see, now here's the thing. This is where championship medal shows. You're on a run. The team that you're running on just called the timeout. You can't let them take the momentum back. Right now, you gotta get a stop. Gotta get a stop, and you gotta get a bucket. You gotta put the pressure on them. Because here's the thing: you get a stop and a bucket, they can't call another timeout right now, and they're gonna feel that pressure. So Indiana got to come out and play harder than they've been playing the rest of the game.
And SGA's coming back, so all he got to do is just get to the foul line, and they can win this game.
He gonna do that. I know Doris over there just tight. Oh, come on.
Can you watching that Predator movie?
Yeah. I'm gonna watch it. Yeah, I'm gonna watch it. I went and saw what did I go watch? The Ritual with Al Pacino. That shit was awful.
Which one?
You watched that over Karate Kid, nigga?
I don't want to see Karate Kid, but
bro, I'm trying to save it because I want you to go see it, bro. I want you to go see it. I think you'll be surprised.
What's that show on Apple? Who said to watch that? That was really good.
Spike.
The neighbors.
Me and Spike.
But don't say anything. I'm 3 episodes in. And so
it only gets better, Ken.
Yeah, it's good. If I didn't watch it already,
that shit has been slow.
But if I watched it already, Ken, you once you get going,
But it picks up though. Like once it picks up, it picks up.
Stupid as hell.
Have y'all ever watched?
But let me finish the series. But just the premise is just dumb as hell.
It's a pure white man premise.
Yeah, for real, bro. The nerve.
Hey, have y'all ever watched Shrinking on Apple TV?
Yeah, that's my
shit. That's a dope show too.
That's one of my favorite
shows.
Apple
TV
it's coming up.
They got some gems on there.
And they got this movie coming out with Franklin Saint.
Mm-hmm. Shout out to Adrian Wells, appreciate it.
What up, Adrian Wells?
While we're on the subject of conversation, I see you, Chief Miyagi. I got your tweet. I'm gonna say your super chat. I'm gonna save it for after the show. Presto T, did y'all see Bring Her Back for Frames?
What up, Presto?
I watched it. I saw it. I don't know if you
I'm cool on that demon shit. I'm cool on that demon shit right now, Ken. I can't do the demon shit right now. You can keep her there. Don't bring her back. Keep her there. It's too much demon shit going on right now. We already got Trump in office. I don't need no more horror stories.
Yeah, I watched it. I don't know if Mike's seen it yet, but he probably have. But no, I enjoyed it. Yeah, it was some crazy shit going on there, but it's the other type of white people. Like, it's crazy, bro. Like, you're so white, you don't think that somebody should die.
It's nuts. It's nuts. Knowing that they're gonna die regardless.
Right. That you're like, no, I gotta bring them back.
The pass. See, great execution out of a timeout. Championship level teams do that.
Hey, FIFO, what's the coach of OKC? What's his name?
Hamburger. I told you that's what he looked like.
He's been there like 5 years too.
Hey, that's the best. Hey, the best coaches you shouldn't know.
Nobody knows the coach's name, bro.
I told you. His name is Ham. He look like Hamburger without the mask.
They got a creative coach. Don't nobody know where he came from.
He does he even do interviews? We don't know shit about him.
Hey, what was that old coach? Donovan. Billy Donovan.
Billy Donovan.
Billy Donovan got Billy Donovan stole. That nigga stole. He stole so much money from the state of Oklahoma. I'm upset for them. He ain't do shit with KD and Russ and all them niggas, bro.
Right. Mark Manigo. Mark.
Damn.
They go. They go.
Gotta make that.
What y'all call it?
Good, big shot. Big shot.
Mark D.
They need to string together 2 stops. 2 stops.
I thought they got good defense, people. They should easily do that.
You talking about against one of the best teams in the NBA.
Nigga, we in the finals. We one of the best teams. The Pacers say we one of the best teams in the NBA.
They got to stop.
Okay.
Stop. Okay. Wait, hold on. Wow, why?
Nick.
Don't say nothing. Let me watch the game. Y'all niggas always start to say shit. Damn.
I'm sorry, Nick.
Are you watching it on ABC?
Yeah, I'm on ABC.
Bro, you gotta switch
watch
to
it on
ESPN,
Tubi.
bro.
I gotta switch.
Not right now, but
Hey, Nick, you watching on Tubi? He watching on Tubi.
Hey, the jerseys don't even have names on the back.
I don't know.
Don't talk to me about shit. You over here eating that Popeyes wrap.
Black ass stream. FIFA eating burgers.
this all past closing hours too, nigga.
I'm sorry. I said, where the hell people keep pulling them burgers from?
I don't know where you put it.
I told you I was on the grill, man.
Hey, so
People made me order something to eat, bro.
hey, show this.
Hey, where hot sauce at? Hot sauce, where you at? Hot Spot Casino, my bad. Where you at?
Hey, 4-point game, Nick.
Hey, Sheldon, he acted like Terry Crews on Longest Yard. This nigga pulled out burgers out of the wazoo.
Oh man, I said, God, he got
hey,
one in
I
each
told
hand.
you.
He was biting out this one.
Hey, so he would get upset and pull out 2 burgers. Like it's a magic trick. Like he just grab behind your ear the burger.
Oh man.
I told you once SGA get back in the game, it's foul line. It's foul line to the end, nigga.
Oh man.
He about to have 40.
6-point game though. 6-point game.
It's a close game, but they got hella time.
1 score, 1 stop. That's a 4-point game.
Oh, take Chet's ass.
All right, Jalen Williams, I need you.
What's Dort gonna do?
You need one more bucket, Shelton?
Yes. Again.
What's the
drama?
What's the points?
He
96 to 100.
Well, he got 9. He needs 11.
He'll get it. But if he don't, there it is right there, Shelton.
He got it.
No.
Oh. Now I will say this. I bet Tyrese Haliburton under 9 points second half. I bet Shea under 16.5 second half, and they're both holding steady. I thought that they would need SGA to score late in the second half, but
they do.
Yeah, they do. But I was thinking differently. I thought that they would be okay at this point. I didn't think Haliburton was going to do anything, which he only got 4 points in the second half.
Oh yeah, that's a foul like a motherfucker.
Yeah, they're gonna.
I need Jalen Williams is pushed. I need. Oh dang! I need 3 points from Siakam. Come on, Siakam.
Now you just asking for niggas to score down.
Yeah, I'm asking too much. Nick, I done took it too far.
You did. I don't know what the hell parlay you got.
Man, Siakam.
All you about to win is $100. That's it. You doing all that damn parlaying
for nothing.
Gotta make layups, man.
I told you he's a Nimrod, nigga.
Gotta make the layup.
Hey, Halle, man, bro, you gotta go to work, man. You playing.
Push.
You play. That's what. Hey, go to work, bro. You playing out here. This is you can steal this game.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Go get it.
Mm-hmm. Get this stop. One more stop. One more stop. It's a different game.
You got plenty of time.
Push.
See, this is the game now, Nick.
The problem with them is why is it 7 seconds in the shot clock and Haliburton didn't touch the ball? That was crazy. Like that possession was insane right there.
Gotta make that.
They got Nimrod trying to be
why is everybody else touching the ball except for the best player?
Yeah, but that was a good look. He generated those spikes.
Mm-hmm. He did. Yeah, that was open. And Turner been hitting.
Turner got to hit that, but
amazing.
Especially after y'all see Chet blow that. Dunk.
Yeah, I saw it.
I just want to get that on record.
He hit the Pat Ewing.
Left that thing short.
Oh, take him.
Swing it back.
Ooh, Hallie is off.
That's not the shot right now. You got to put pressure on the refs to
he warming up, FIFO. He warming up.
I'm gonna go snatch Siakam up because he ain't even trying this second half.
I don't think they even got a game plan for him right now.
They don't.
To me, I would put Siakam right now on SGA down the stretch. Put a bigger body, get the ball out of his hand.
Isn't that a mismatch on?
That's a cold ass shot by SGA though.
Somebody else.
Yeah, I don't know who you put on SGA. I think I would stick with Neesmith and call it a day.
It's Glenhard that's been playing though.
But SGA is bigger though.
It should be Neesmith. Neesmith is strong.
My thing is
Shamar, he do got me pleading for it.
he can harass Brunson. He can't harass SGA the same way. Just
that's
because
why
of the height difference.
No, yeah, because
that's why I want a bigger body. That's why I put Siakam on him. Like down the stretch, not obviously the whole game or nothing like that. But like in this moment, because here's the thing. What does SGA want to do? He want to get to the bucket right now. He want to get to the free throw line.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So that's why I would try to take that away.
Well, both teams are in the bonus now, so and I think Caruso got 4. I don't know if how many.
Well, it's only going to be one shooting it because now they're pushing the lead back out. They had a chance.
Yeah, they did.
Think they blew it.
It's still they can. I mean, Indy can shoot threes.
I agree with Ken. It's over.
It's over.
they had the chance.
Don't say that.
Yeah. That was your run right there. You ain't gonna get two.
Yeah, it was over. Yeah, they ain't getting no more stops like that.
My thing is, does Indy have a half-court offense?
No.
Not sustainable one. Their best bet is to get out and run. If they can move the ball, like Ken said, even off made baskets, you get the ball up, secondary break, get the ball up the floor, push the pace, and that's your opportunity. You try to slow the game down. That does not benefit. That's not playing to your skill set.
Yeah.
Siakam missed the free throw.
Yeah. Oh no.
Jesus.
Your Jordan is way ahead.
That's what I'm saying.
He got Xfinity. He got the top of the notch, like Xfinity Prime.
Hey Nick, man, I need you to text Siakam, bro. Tell him, hey man, you didn't give him
Fuck
Game 2.
This nigga missed both free throws.
Really?
Damn.
And he takes so long to shoot. You would think it's a perfect shot.
Thank you, Sheldon. Thank you, Sheldon.
I'm sorry, Lou.
Sheldon upset twice over.
That's my money right there.
That's money
nigga, he did miss both free throws. Like, what do we do? Oh man.
Free throws and layups, man.
Yeah.
These
free throws.
You gotta make them. Free throws and layups, dog.
It's the finals, bro. You gotta make.
Yeah, you're an NBA player. You're a shooter like that. He's a shooter. You shouldn't miss those. There's no excuse for that. Down the stretch, in the finals, you got to make those.
And we've seen that cost some other teams in the playoffs. I won't mention the name.
Yeah.
Don't say who, kid. Kid, don't say.
I'm not.
After all that,
yeah, that's why you froze.
So he getting 2 more?
He get 1 more.
They call lane violation.
I thought it was
Nick, that's why he froze.
Yeah, that's why he froze. Hating ass nigga. Every time you hate, you freeze up.
And then the face too. That's frozen.
Oh. Man,
Lou taking another smoke break. He's gonna come back with a neck bone.
Oh.
You over there, Siakam?
Oh man. Did he miss another free throw?
Nah, he made the last.
Nah, he made that one. He made it up for the last one.
Oh.
So he a shot away from what you need.
One shot, Nick. All I need is one shot. SGA shooting the free throws down the stretch. That's what this is now.
There's still hella time left.
Where did they call the foul? Like, where's the foul? Who they call the foul on?
Oh yeah, he had the ball first.
B said Pacers won't go away. He love it. This is a basketball game. He's right.
He would say that about anything. FIFA, I'm gonna tell you by game 3, bro. If your son over here crying, you know what I'm saying, hard to go to sleep.
Get him to watch this thing.
Let him watch Nimrod try to go down the lane for a layup. Right to bed.
That's funny.
Nick done kicked Ken off the stream.
Right.
I did. That was Xfinity.
What is you doing?
He violated the policy. He talked about them too many times.
Yeah.
That's a big 3.
Okay. Close game. What, 6-point game?
Oh,
still?
wow.
Good split. All right, push. Get an easy bucket. Push.
Oh, wow.
Ball game. Ooh.
That's how you feel? That's how you feel? It's 3, Nick.
It's close.
Game.
I told you that.
Oh, you said what? You been saying that?
You told him what?
It ain't over till it's over. That's what I told you.
Okay. Big shot, Dort. Get that.
Them dudes doing what they do. Why they wait till the end of the game and then they start playing that where they start taking these shots?
That's not a foul?
Nembhard and Neesmith go crazy at the end of the game.
I keep telling you, people, the OKC they don't call fouls like they play like it's the 90s.
Home cooking.
It's more than that. It's every game. It's not even when they at home. Oh, they finally called a foul. They be harassing niggas.
Mm-hmm. Oh, he did have verticality though. He had verticality. That's good defense on Dort.
You gotta go to the doctor for that.
Yeah. He blocked him on the way down. Good defense. That's a tough take by Shea as well. Like that to finish over 2 defenders like that.
And Siakam's. I'm surprised he didn't get a block.
He ain't built like that, Nick.
Just make a
what can he do? What is Siakam's best thing as far as offensively or defense?
You
know,
honestly, he's athletic.
He's just a good all around player.
He got soft. He got soft touch too. His touch is really soft. Pause. Super pause. Why I ain't even hear myself, bro?
You got soft touch. It's crazy.
Forgive me for that.
Hey, Lou, he said
I
really
said it multiple times.
Man, so he got really soft touch. That's crazy.
See, like he just got that block on SGA. He has elite size for the position. You know what I'm saying? Like what is he, like 6'10"?
I'm so glad Rob Constantly did it. 6'10". He's 6'10".
6'10". You know what I'm saying? Good weight, long wingspan. And he's just very solid across the board. Very solid defender, solid shooter, solid free throw solid handles, but he doesn't do anything elite.
Don't say nothing else about the game, y'all. I gotta see this for myself.
We need Ken on here for this.
Oh. What happened?
Right,
good defense. Get the
Nick,
rebound. Get the rebound.
Why your shit so delayed, Nick?
Okay. I'm watching on my phone.
Oh. Nigga got cricket.
And I'm watching on my tablet, dude. Like,
you got that Obama phone watching the game.
You got a jitterbug.
You got an Obama phone.
yeah, that's definitely a foul.
Hey, Obama, the main president that got a hell of shit named after him. That's not good.
No, all his stuff janky. Obamacare, Obama phone.
Nobody want Obamacare. Nobody want no Obama phone.
Damn, that's crazy. Oh shit. Damn. Ken ain't coming back, huh?
No, Ken's not coming back.
He like, fuck that.
He gonna come back for the post game.
Right.
Somebody, Lance totally said Indiana always have an Illuminati type run.
Indiana, yeah.
This did turn out to be a great finish, though.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
it was a good game throughout. And they talk about it's a snooze.
It was 15
was not 15. We said 15 was not enough.
Mm-hmm.
So, well, evidently it is still enough. You're still up one, but I'm just saying.
Not enough to put them away.
No.
Not enough to put them away. You got to in today's NBA, if you're not up 25-30, you're not that team's not put away yet.
Facts.
What are they trying to? What is he challenging?
You know what
challenging for the foul because they called out of bounds on Siakam, but they're saying it shouldn't be a foul on number 22 because he pushed Siakam out of bounds.
He ain't pushed him.
He did push him.
He did. You look at the
that's a loose ball foul, bro.
You know the problems I have is you look at the free throws missed in this game, and that tells your story, as well as the fact that we said Haliburton, he ain't show up. Like he's done nothing.
But he's used to that. We used to seeing him do that.
That's how he got overrated.
Right.
Facts.
But they in the finals.
Oh wow!
What was the call?
I'm guessing OKC. He lost the challenge.
Yeah, they lost the challenge. Whoa! Oh,
Sheldon, relax.
For real, because my whole system restarted.
I
ain't even got to the old.
My browser's still loading.
Hey, look, yo.
I'm gonna miss it.
Mute him, Ken.
Mute him. Mute me, please, because I'm sorry, y'all.
Oh,
God damn it,
yo.
Oh shit,
he did it.
Oh,
Nick.
Wow,
Nick
he did it.
Hey, you
now
listen to me from now on when we talk about.
Y'all understand what I'm saying?
That was crazy. Holy shit!
I can't even get back in the game.
Nah, Ken, you got to see this.
I'm trying. This shit won't let me log in.
This, bro.
Y'all ain't gonna believe.
You have to see this. That's crazy.
Hey,
that's crazy.
Hey, what I say, man? Indiana,
do you understand?
Close.
Ken, this is Ken. I'll tell you since you're not watching. This is exactly what we talked about when we talked about him making moments and doing things.
Yep. Why he's popular.
And this is what I'm talking about.
This some Reggie Miller type shit.
And on top of that, SGA could have sealed the game.
Yeah.
And he didn't.
This is some Reggie Miller shit. I can't believe you made that, bro.
I'm just trying to log back into
Ken, just watch it on your phone. Watch
bro, this is so fucked up, bro.
That's crazy.
That dude got ice, and his dad was there to see it. He got ice water in his veins. And I'm gonna tell y'all something I'm sick about right now, though.
His
SGA needed to have 56 fantasy points. He had 55.5, which means all Haliburton had to do was all he had to do was do anything. I don't care what he did. He could have 1 point, 1 rebound, 1 assist, 1 steal, 1 anything.
0.3. Do you even have time to get a shot up? It's gotta be like a
tip. Technically, no.
You gotta be a tip. You gotta be a tip.
Yeah.
0.4 for a shot.
That's crazy though. Like they dominated this game. Nick, you said it. They dominated, right?
They was up the whole game.
And we were saying, but what we kept saying, like 11-13, they're attached.
Yeah, they're right there. And the defense kept them in it because they turned the ball over so much. Defense kept them in it.
That was I won't go that far because they was losing most of this game, but I'm just gonna go SGA was not clutch at all. He had a chance to seal the game with a mid-range shot. That's his shot. He missed it, and they went down and scored.
Haliburton heard us talk about him.
I don't know if it's more Haliburton being clutch or SGA being not clutch, though.
I think it's more Haliburton being clutch. Regardless of
I agree with Shelby.
Two things can be true. That's what I'm saying. Like it's because if SGA makes that shot, there's nobody cares. Haliburton making that shot doesn't matter. They still up. It's the fact that SGA missed the easy shot that he normally made.
Look, man. This is a make or miss league. Right. Yeah. And at the end of the day, this is what we were trying to tell you with Cooper Flag in the NCAA tournament. He took that shot. Whether he made it or missed it, you want your best player taking the shot when it matters most. And both the best players on both teams took the shot when it mattered most. One missed, one made. Make or miss league. It don't matter if you went 0 for 12, bro. I'm the best player. Give me the rock.
He is.
And that's the thing.
I can't believe they won that first game, bro.
Can you just not seen it?
I'm seeing him walk off the court. I'm gonna have to watch it all over again.
Oh,
I can't believe
this is what they do. Hey, this is what they do, man. Indiana do this shit, bro. Haven't they won the first game in every series?
Yeah,
I'm in shock right now. I can't believe they won this game.
And they stole another one. They stole this one just like the first game with the Knicks.
Shelton, let me ask you: are you in shock right now?
Yes.
Your name's not Shelton. Shelton, are you in shock right now?
No, no.
Me neither.
We talked about the whole time.
The whole game. Y'all, it 13 points, 15 points. Them boys. No, it's not, bro.
Right.
No, it's not.
Wait.
I'm not giving you that. I'm not giving you that.
You're saying, you're saying you're not in shock because of what though? Like, what did you see when they were down 13 and be like, oh, the Pacers may win this game?
Like I pointed out previously, they had 21 turnovers, 0 steals, and they were down by 12 or 13 points the majority of the game. Yeah. You should be blown out. If you give up the ball 21 times, just do the math, right? Let's just say on half of those, let's just say on 12 possessions out of 21 possessions, they scored 2 points, not even a 3. That gives you a plus 24. And they were only down 10 to 13 points.
We're top hotspot casino at.
And they didn't have any steals. If you're in the game and you have those type of margins, the game's not over. You're in the game.
And we talked about how Haliburton had not shown up, had not done that's something else for Indiana to be encouraged about. Haliburton hadn't done nothing all game. But when you needed that bucket, when you needed one, all you needed was a bucket. It wasn't even a question where the ball was going. You knew who was going to take the shot. And like the other 80 times he's done it, he's made it. So you
call him Haliburton.
Got to give him his props. You got to get that man his props.
Hey, Ken, I'm hating this shit. I'm disappointed in SGA.
Look at this. At most go ahead or game time field goals in the finals in the final 5 seconds of fourth quarter overtime since when? Hold on.
97. But that's I don't even think Haliburton thought that shit was going in. Honestly, he didn't.
He'll never think his shit going in.
Like he wasn't even prepared for it to go in. He was just kind of leaning like, oh shit, going in. All right, let me do something for the cameras. But look, that's on SGA.
Thank you.
SGA got to win that game, bro. You can't let that happen. I'm sorry, you just can't let that happen. And
you know why this is not on SGA, Ken? This is on the others. The others got to step up. SGA played his game.
He the MVP, FIFO. He the MVP.
He the MVP, bro.
He scored damn near 40.
He knew the others weren't playing. Because he scored damn near 40.
Even though FIFA, I'm with you. He took the shot. He got to make that one though. And I'm with y'all. I got to give it to him. He got to make that one basket.
That's because that's all I'm saying. Because the one basket eliminates what Haliburton just did.
Right.
It don't matter if you make that shot because you still up. Now you putting Indy on. They got a foul.
No, that's not the story of the game. We're not going to marginalize this entire game to one shot.
It came down to that possession, though.
The story of this game is that OKC did not capitalize on the 21 plus turnovers that they had in this game. This should have been a blowout. If you force 20 plus turnovers, you should blow out a team, bro. That's like playing football and you got 4 interceptions and 2 forced fumbles, and you got the fumble recoveries, and you lose by 3. What?
FIFO, you're not entirely wrong, but this is the finals. He's the MVP. He is the guy. He is the man. The game got tight, and you got to make a shot. My thing is, you cannot leave this game in a situation where Haliburton can go steal it from you. Yeah. And that's what he did.
There's a reason why there's 2 teams in the final and not just one, Ken. And at the end of the day, as much overrated, underrated we want to call Tyrese Haliburton, we know that man is clutch. They just showed the stat. They just showed the damn stat. And at the end of the day, you're supposed in a team game again. It's the turnovers. I don't care what y'all say. It's the turnovers, bro. You have to capitalize on the turnovers. If you don't, this is what happens. You let a team stick around the whole time. What I've been saying. This is within striking distance.
He choked, bro.
FIFO,
that's not
FIFO. You just said it.
FIFO, I'm with you, but he the MVP, man. He got to get. He
had 24 turnovers and lost.
That's not a choke.
Yeah, you can't let them lose this. You can't let them steal this game from you.
Yeah, he had 38. He needed 40.
Like to Ken's point, what you just said, if they had all those turnovers and they were up most of this game, and you lose like that, Haliburton did what he had to do because, of course, he's on the other team. He want to win. Yeah. SGA was like, bro, we can close this out right here with this shot.
Look, obviously, like I said before, it's a make or miss league. He missed the shot, but the whole game doesn't come down to just that one shot. They should have been put Indiana away.
We understand. You're right. In the context of the game, because and in a lot of games, we always say it doesn't come down to this one play. But at some point, it does come down to the one fucking play.
No, it don't. Even if you in the chat says one shot don't decide the whole game, bro. It didn't decide that game.
That game.
FIFO, but it did.
Exactly.
It did not.
Yeah, that game. That game was decided on.
We're just gonna agree to disagree.
FIFO, what was the most important play of this game? Would you say?
The most important play of this game, I would say, is in all honesty, it's the 3 by Miles Turner and then the 3 by 0-0 in the left corner. Those 2 shots, because that's what turned the tide. That's what turned the tide for them. That's what closed the gap from like 13 or whatever down to 4. And then once they got it to 4, it was a one-stop game.
And once they got it to 4, SGA should have been like, all right, let me go ahead and put.
And that's what he did, but he missed the shot. But it shouldn't have got to that point.
But it did though.
But he took the shot. It's not on him because he missed.
Why do people laud MJ as much as they do?
Bro, he missed more shots than he made.
Why
in those situations?
Do we talk about those?
We don't, but we should.
But you know what we're going to talk about? We're going to talk about Haliburton's make and SGA's miss. That's all that matters, bro.
like you said, it's a make or miss league. You talking about
so then let me ask you this. Then why are we watching the game? Why don't you just check the damn box score? It'd be like, oh, well, it is what it is. Like, no, you watch the game because the series of events that led up to it gives you the context in which you need to
exactly.
The analysis of the game is that they had 20+ turnovers and they should have blew Indiana out. Indiana should have never been in the game.
People, I get what you're saying, but part of that too is on him because he's the team leader. And my thing is, I'm gonna galvanize these guys and let them know, look, we need to be playing. We're not playing good enough to play winning basketball at this point. As the team leader, he got to get them rallied up to play. It's not just, But
let me ask you this: can we honestly say that OKC played with the majority of the momentum, 98% of that game?
Yes,
correct. Mm-hmm. Yes.
Yeah. Yes, they did.
So then what do you I don't understand how you don't understand what we're talking about.
I understand. I hear what y'all saying. I just don't agree. I don't agree.
I'm not erasing any of the things that preceded it. They were very, very, very important because they got to the moment that we're talking about. Because you don't get to that moment without them. They are the things that allowed SGA and Haliburton to make moments in the playoffs. All of those things. But when we get here, when we get to those moments, this is when these guys that we lost, that we look at to be superheroes, put the fucking cape on, bro.
Yeah, if the game is gonna come down to the margins, because y'all people, you and Sheldon was saying like, bro, that 15 points, 13 points ain't a big enough lead, even in the fourth. If the game's coming down to the margins, then that means that who's gonna make that one shot? Haliburton made the shot. SGA missed the shot. We'll see how game 2. Now that puts all the pressure on OKC for game 2 because they gotta win that game.
Exactly. The parts you're talking about, we talked about all of those things during the game. Hey, it's an 11-point game. It's a 13-point game. They need to put these boys away. They letting them hang around. Oh shit, it's a 14-point game. Oh, it's back up now. All of these things we talked about. These are the things that were going on that we were documenting and talking about. And then when all of that shit was done, it came down to 2 guys. One won it and one didn't win it. And that's what it is.
I agree with Q. He says in the chat, OKC as a team let Indiana hang around. If I'm the coach, I don't give a fuck about one shot. I care about why we didn't convert 24 turnovers into a 30-point lead. And at the end of the day, that's all I'm talking about.
Q's correct, but you got to take the team leader in account when we talk about that too. It's not just the coach. He's a coach on the floor.
But did he play a bad game or a good game?
Oh, he played a really
good game. MVP game, except he missed the
when it
he missed the M.
When we talk more about just basketball and you playing, it's more than just you. We talk about I'm gonna be honest, we give coaches way too much credit. A lot of coaching is done on the floor. Your job is not just as MVP. My job is just not just to get me involved in the game. I got to get everybody else involved in the game as well. That's what SGA is good at. That's why he had like 3 assists in this game, and that's not good. That's not good. That's not his normal standard. He's been averaging about 7 assists a game. So in saying that, you got to make sure these guys got to get going. You got to make sure that you're getting some help. And you got to make sure that they playing ball. Williams, sometimes you got to kick him in the butt.
Yeah, not to go back to these superhero, heroic, iconic figures, but I mean, they are who they are for a reason, and that they're part of the reason why we take such a very elementary approach to the game is because there are moments in the games when Kobe was like, okay, yeah, they ain't got it. Or when Kobe, I'm not going to lose this game, because Kobe's looking at the game like, damn, man, we have all these turnovers and they're still within the margin of error for us to lose this game. And Kobe does what it takes to win the game.
Hey, so somebody said Spike is fighting for his life.
We'll holler at you, bro. Hey, we'll holler at you later, bro.
Go ahead, bro. It's Friday Eve. Go ahead, you can rest easy, bro. You did your job. You clocked in, nigga. You can clock out.
But, I'm listening. I heard everything you said.
No, it's fine. It's really hard because it's like it's like everything that people are saying is contextually and factually correct. But those are the things that help decide the game. And that's when SGA got to come make it not such a deciding factor the way he walk away with an L.
I'm just saying, like, when you see a game get out of hand, you expect your best players to handle it. And Haliburton came through. SGA didn't. We'll see game 2. You know what I'm saying? This is an
who played a better game, SGA or Haliburton?
Who won?
Who played a better game? Thank you.
SGA.
Hey, quick question. Who is Haliburton's NFL comp?
Right now, no. I would say
nah.
But no, SGA played a better game.
I would say Tua.
Tua?
Nah,
he ain't. Nah, I would say he's Brock Purdy.
That's a good. Yeah.
I ain't mad.
Nah, because Brock Purdy has all pros around him. Who Haliburton? Haliburton ain't got all stars around him.
What about Eli Manning?
Nah, he got to have championships.
Got to be champion.
Yeah.
Phillip Rivers.
Someone who hasn't won titles yet, but has made deep playoff runs.
Phillip Rivers. Awkward, weird throwing motion, makes other people better, but couldn't win the big one against better players.
Hey, Marley. Hey, Marley, you're right. We were shitting on Haliburton up to that point. Yeah. We documented that too. Where the fuck is Haliburton?
It erases everything. Because to me, it's something that players always say. They said, I could live with like a 15-point game with a win than a 30, 40-point game and a loss. You know what I'm saying? It's like, it's at the end of the day, we don't do this for just stat, especially at this stage. You ain't doing this for stat. You in the finals.
Yeah, you just want to put one number on the board to get to 4. So yeah, Haliburton played like shit, and he had one moment, and that's all he need. And we'll see if it carries over to 2, because it might be the only one they win. We don't know, but it could open the door.
I'm gonna hate if OKC loses again. There's gonna be 2 things I hate. One, I probably won't watch NBA for the whole season. You can leave me off. And 2, FIFA gonna come back here to muscle. I told y'all these niggas was young.
hey, all I know, Nick, I've been more right than you because you called a sweep, and that game 1, that's a wrap.
Listen.
That is right.
OKC in 5.
All right, so let's look ahead real quick. What can OKC do to win game 2?
They got to put them away early.
He was going to say score 30 points off 24 turnovers.
If they are able to have the defensive pressure that they had early in this game and they force as many turnovers as they did, they got to step on their neck and be up by 25 plus. If you don't, this is what's going to happen again. You cannot allow Indiana to hang around within striking distance. 20 points is striking distance. 25, 30 points, you put them to bed. You got to put them to bed.
Let me ask you a question. And Shelter, you can answer this if you want. 24 turnovers, is that an anomaly? Can we expect that many?
No, we won't. I don't think we'll see 24 turnovers again. I think more than anything, you're gonna have the other step up and contribute. SGA had to do it all by himself tonight. You're gonna need Williams is gonna have to show up in game 2. That's not a question. Chet's gonna have to have a double-double.
He about to have a James Harden ass career if he don't show up this finals.
Yeah. Well,
Williams, that is. Chet, again, like I told y'all, he's irrelevant.
Trash.
I couldn't even tell you what he did. What did he do in this game, FIFO? what highlight you see in Chet this game, except for that open ass dunk and a miss? The game came. That's what the game came down to, Q. That Patrick Ewing ass layup.
Okay, so well, and we know Rick Carlisle. He's gonna make adjustment. He's gonna review the film.
Shout out to Nemhart and Neesmith.
The play that they did.
So
the coach's challenge that he did, it came back and it got them the possession they needed.
Yeah, and they
didn't win that challenge.
No, but I'm saying, like, because of that, it allowed them to reset on defense in a way that I think was like, okay, we can live with, like you said, FIFO, we can live with SGA taking this shot, and if he do, we'll come up with something else. But he didn't. They let the clock run out.
What I will say is to your point, Shelton, is that everybody else got to step up. And OKC, not OKC, but Indy, they always just play as a unit, as a team, and somebody's gonna step up and do something. Tonight, I didn't even look at the box score, but I remember Obi hitting some big threes, and
he did.
Let me see. If
Timely
I
shot.
He had to though, because he was fucking up most of the game.
Miles Turner hit some big threes.
Yeah,
Miles Turner,
everybody had a moment,
and 0-0. All three of them guys hit big timely shots.
Neesmith, Nembhard, they all played well.
Neesmith had 12 rebounds.
I ain't realized Obi Toppin had 17 points. God dog.
Damn, he was 5 of 8 from 3. And Lou Dort missed his last two three-pointers.
Dort missed all them threes that we talked about giving him praise for. He missed all his shots damn near after that.
Yeah, he was 5 of 7. He finished 5 of 9. So we knew that wasn't going to keep up.
He ended up looking like a dork.
It looked like Obi Toppin kind of
they shot to hold them under 40%. That was a great defensive effort by Indiana.
Mm-hmm.
And
that's
FIFO,
great team defense.
We over here giving them 2020 hindsight flowers, nigga. Fuck all that shit. OKC choked. Let's say that, nigga.
Well, I don't know. So yes, they did, but also FIFO, they shot 30. They still were under 40% as a team from the field. OKC was surprisingly. So I don't know if it was missed shots or great defense. Maybe it was a little bit of both.
It was a little bit of both. Again, this is why I continue to highlight the turnovers. How do you have that many turnovers and shoot under 40%? Because if you convert turnovers into fast breaks, even if it's a jump shot, it should be damn near uncontested, and we should be getting layups and open shots off of 21 turnovers.
Yeah,
off of 24 turnovers for the game.
Yeah, you cannot have 24 turnovers and lose the game.
Lose the game.
Yeah.
24 turnovers and only 110 points scored total. So
that don't
add up. You get 110 off your regular possessions.
They should have been able to score 40 plus off of the turnovers alone.
They were down by 15 with this game damn near over. That's crazy, bro.
And Indiana only led for 0.3 seconds.
SGA should be ashamed of himself.
All right, man, I'm done with y'all niggas.
Hey, real quick, we got a couple of super chats. For Shaw to be the face, I thought this was going to be in his favor, but apparently it's not. For Shaw to be the face, I think you have to repeat. There has not been a repeat champion in the last 8 years, and since then, the defending the face have only been Bron and Steph, who lived in June. This was supposed to be spoken for in his favor, but it apparently is not. Yeah, because he fucked up the church's money. Needed 40. That guy Cardo, Haliburton, the auto mulatto, don't count him out.
That's it.
And Donovan Mason, Haliburton had to make a shot, and he did. SGA had to, and he didn't.
There you go.
Boy, I can't stand this shit, bro. and his goofy ass looking chopped and screwed Sam Cassell looking daddy. Let's end this shit.
Yeah, so anyway, hey man, we gotta keep same energy, bro. So SGA has a chance to redeem himself. But anyway, man, we'll leave it there, man. We'll catch you guys next time. We out. Peace.
Hey, Lou, good night.
Shut up. Shut up.
And sweet dreams.
It's a beautiful nightmare for Nick.